Looking back at the situation, I wholly regret creating the video in the classroom after school hours. But I felt trapped in my financial situation, and I felt this was the only way that my family would be able to survive.
Yeah, right.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the right-winged angel, Oliver Mack, and in this video, we got to talk about this Arizona teacher who made an OnlyFans video in her classroom with her husband, got caught, and then tried to blame the school. Let's check this out. Arizona teacher hubby lose jobs after filming OnlyFans video in class. So this crazy woman and her husband decided to make OnlyFans content in her classroom. I don't know what she was thinking, what was on her brain, but she did it. And the crazy part about it, she doesn't want to take responsibility for her actions. She wants to blame the school for not paying her enough. I kid you not. Let's read this story. An 8th grade teacher in Arizona and her husband have lost their school jobs after they recorded OnlyFans videos in her classroom, a side hustle she claimed was necessary to supplement their low salaries. See? I don't know why people just can't say, yeah, it's just something I wanted to do. I wanted to make some extra money. Not because the school was paying me, but because I knew that I could make some extra money off of OnlyFans content. Using the alias Chloe Carter, Thunderbolt Middle School science teacher Samantha Peer uploaded the X-rated videos for her OnlyFans page, which her students found and shared amongst themselves. The Today's News Herald reported. Her husband, Nautilus, elementary school 4th grade teacher Dylan Peer, also took part in the adult production inside the Lake Havasu United School District building, according to the report. Havasu. I have a hard time pronouncing stuff. I'm sorry. I got my New Orleans education. Y'all please forgive me. Samantha said that she resigned under pressure October 31st after being placed on paid administrative leave and probation. Dylan was let go 4 days later. On Friday, she released a video explaining that she and her husband resorted to creating X-rated videos because of their low salaries. Come on now, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just take responsibility. Just say, hey, I did it. Now look at this woman. So this is the woman here. This is Samantha, or Chloe Carter. That's her alias, her OnlyFans name, a porn star name. Chloe Carter is her right here. I mean, I guess some people would pay to see her do sexual things. I wouldn't. But anyway, let's check out this video that she put out.
Hello, my name is Samantha Peer, or some of you might know me by my alias, Chloe Carter. I was an employee at Thunderbolt for 5 years. And within this time, although my experience in evaluation...
Okay, I'm sorry, but this is an awkward looking woman. I'm sorry. I don't like to talk about people. I know I'm not the prettiest person in the world, but this is and I don't make OnlyFans content. Nobody's gonna pay to see me do X-rated stuff with somebody. But this is a very awkward looking woman. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Showed that I had become a master science specialist and teacher. My salary did not increase. In this time period, I had to continue picking up extra stipends in order to make ends meet, such as co-advisor to yearbook club, STEM club advisor. I was mentoring a group of 4 uncertified new teachers and was going to coach softball in the spring. It got to a point where our family was not able to survive on our 2 teacher incomes. My children are the most important thing to me, and I'm already spending countless hours outside of...
So she got kids. So she's doing OnlyFans content, doing sexual content, X-rated videos, and she has kids. You don't think that one day your kids are going to see these videos? I don't understand why people do things that they do.
My contract time on extra school activities, and I don't think it's fair that I have to sacrifice my own children's time because our professional salary did not pay enough. Arizona is currently ranked 50th state as lowest paid teacher salary. I created content at the beginning of the summer.
But you knew that before you became a teacher in Arizona. If the Arizona teacher's salary was such a problem, you would have moved somewhere else where they had a better teacher's salary. That's why I hate, like, I've been working in management for a very, very long time. And the thing that bothers me a lot with the associates that work for me is they know what the salary is. They agree to the salary. They have no problem with the salary when you first hire them. But 2 weeks later, they're like, hey, you need to pay me more. No, you knew exactly what the salary was. You knew exactly what you were getting. Why I need to pay you more? If you didn't like the salary, you didn't have to take the job. Crazy people.
Summer in order to earn extra money on the side to help pay for our basic necessities that our salaries were no longer meeting. I chose an anonymous name as well as blocking the entire state of Arizona on my OnlyFans so that it wasn't accessible to anyone living in the state. It was brought to my attention on October 24th that a community member had expressed concerns to the police and my school regarding video content. At this time, I was placed on paid administrative leave and probation pending investigation. 2 days later, I had asked that an individual
You can even hear our kids in the background. That's crazy.
that was assigned to my case be removed because they had created a hostile work environment between me and other coworkers for several years during my employment. I did not feel safe with them knowing this information, and I felt that they would spread it in retaliation for their own personal vendetta. On October 31st, I decided to resign from Lake Havasu Unified School District under pressure. However, I was not fired. The superintendent assured me that only her, the individual that was removed from my case, and my own family were aware of the situation and content, and told me that if I had resigned before the board meeting on Monday, October 31st, the school would not publicize what was going on. On November 2nd, my husband was put on paid administrative leave because faculty reported pictures of myself that were being spread amongst other teachers.
Okay, the internet, you can't hide on the internet. I don't know why people believe that they can put this content out and then they think nobody will ever see it. You cannot hide anything on the internet. People have access to anything. They can see anything. Things circulate faster than you can imagine. So you can't expect that. There's no privacy on the internet. If you're somebody who puts yourself out there, then you have to understand that there is a strong possibility, probably a 50 to 100% chance that somebody is going to find your content. Doesn't matter what it is. Could be OnlyFans, could be your Facebook, your Instagram. You could do an anonymous Facebook, anonymous Instagram. People are going to find you. They're going to find pictures of you. They're going to recognize you, especially when you're talking about adult content. Do you understand how much people access adult content every single day? People just scour the internet just to look for fresh adult content. And I'm not saying that because I do it. I'm saying that because I know people who do it. And these people, they're very, very into this stuff, and they will find it. So it could have been somebody that was looking for, they have a fetish for teachers and classroom porn or something like that. So if they're looking for that, then they're going to find this person. There's a lot of people with a lot of kinky, crazy fetishes, and they will find this person and what she does with their husband. And it's just crazy that she thought that nobody would ever find out. Well, they did. And I don't want to play the rest of the video. It just kind of goes on with her whole story and how her husband got fired and different things like that. But I mean, it is what it is. You don't have, there's no privacy on the internet. Like, we have to stop thinking that you can put stuff out there, especially stuff like this, and expect nobody to ever find it. People will find it. They will find it, and they will out you. There's parents out there that will come out and say, hey, my child's teacher is in a porno, is doing pornos. And I'm not a person that feels like what somebody does in their spare time should affect their job. If you want to do that on the side, whatever, that's fine. But it's when she did it in the classroom, that's when it became a problem. She went in her classroom and recorded videos in her classroom. That's a big no-no, ma'am. Whatever you want to do in the privacy of your own home, cool. But you're on school grounds. You're having relations in the classroom where your students go to learn. Of course, the students weren't there, but it's just the principle of it. You're in this classroom. This is where you teach young people. But people don't care. People don't care, and people refuse to take responsibility for their actions, especially women. Unfortunately, we have a lot of situations where women get caught doing stuff, and then they want to blame other people. And it reminds me of what's her name, Brittany Griner. Brittany Griner, right? So the whole issue with Brittany Griner, it wasn't that she went to Russia to play basketball because she wanted extra money, and she got caught with a vape pen that had cannabis oil in it, and then she got arrested, and now she's in prison for 9 years. It wasn't about that. It wasn't about the decision that she made. It was all about the fact that WNBA players don't get paid enough, so therefore she had to go play in Russia, and that's why she was even put in a situation where she could get caught with this illegal substance. It wasn't that she made this choice on her own. No, she was forced into it because she's not paid enough to play basketball for the WNBA. The WNBA that barely brings in any money, that's supplemented by the NBA, by the men's league. The women's league is supplemented by the men's league, who brings in millions of dollars every year. But nobody really wants to watch the WNBA, so they have to take money from the NBA just so they can stay afloat. These people are the people you're saying they don't make enough money. They don't really deserve it because they're not bringing in money. If they were bringing in money, if they were filling seats, cool, pay them whatever they want. But you can't pay them based on the fact that they just want to get paid. You pay them based on of what they're bringing in. They're not selling merchandise. They're not putting seats. They're not putting people in seats. They're not doing anything. So an advertisement, they're not doing anything except the advertisement that they put on their jersey. Now you see that WNBA, they have to put a lot of these advertisements on their jerseys just so they can make some extra money because nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to watch women play basketball. It's unfortunate. I mean, if you like the WNBA, cool. But it's sad because women don't really support the WNBA. You see way more women at NBA games than you do at WNBA games. But these are the same women that want to talk about feminism, and you don't support them. You don't pay them. But anyway, it is what it is. Everybody's got to take responsibility for their own actions. This woman, you made a decision, and you got to stick with it. You made a bed, now you got to lay in it. And unfortunately, laying in the bed means you lose your teacher job. Your husband loses his teacher job. And now you can do OnlyFans full time if that's what you want. But eventually your children will find out about it. And I don't know how you're going to have that conversation. But another thing about this story I want to talk about. So in the video, she was saying that her husband is a substitute teacher. Now, substitute teachers don't make as much as regular teachers. But I mean, I would just say that her husband is not the type of man that any woman would want to marry or should be with, because instead of making sure you pick up the slack if your wife or whatever, you're not bringing enough income in between the two of you, then you don't put your wife's reputation on the line by doing OnlyFans videos. No, you as the man, you get out there and you go hustle. Whatever you have to do, if you have to cut people's grass, you got to drive Uber, you got to flip burgers on the side, you got to go strip, whatever you have to do as the man to bring extra money in so you don't put your wife's name in jeopardy like you're doing. That's what you need to do, because this is ridiculous. This makes me sick that this man set up here and maybe this was his idea, to have his woman doing OnlyFans with him. That's disgusting, man. Go do something else. Go find something else to pick up the slack. Now, if this is something that y'all do on your own, and this is something that y'all agreed upon, then whatever. But I just think it looks disgusting that this woman is talking about they don't have enough money to make ends meet. And then they decided to do OnlyFans just to make up the difference when that man should have been out there hustling and doing everything he had to do to make sure his wife didn't have to worry about that. But of course, we have a lot of men out there that aren't really men, that aren't really taking care of their responsibilities, taking care of their family, and making sure that they're the provider and not their wife. But that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. You tell me what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm out. Peace.